So in today's video, we're talking about 20 easy habits to improve your style. Some of these things are really quick things that you can easily implement today, and others are a little bit more complicated. And then some are also just mindset shifts to think about too. The last tip I'm sharing is actually my favorite tip, and it might shock you. So make sure you stick around for that. So let's not put it off any further, and let's get started. The first habit is to wait before you buy and create yourself a wish list. Having a wish list stored somewhere easy for you, like in the notes section of your phone, of things that you want to buy and add to your wardrobe is such a great idea and really helps with your style because it stops you from making all those impulse purchases that don't end up fitting in with your current wardrobe or the personal style that you are trying to develop. Waiting before you're buying and spending a little time thinking about that item or finding the perfect item is a really, really great habit to start getting in the hang of. Okay, so number 2 is to look at the tiny details. By looking at the tiny details on clothes, it can really make such a massive difference. These might be things like the way something is cut, the way the hem is hemmed. Is it a large hem or a small hem? Is the stitching good quality? Is the stitching a different color to the actual piece of item on the clothing? All these tiny little things can make such a difference in the way that an outfit is presented in terms of its quality, and also just like the flair and excitement in your outfit. Having like a different color stitching or an unusual hem just creates some sort of intrigue in an outfit. And I think just looking out for those types of things when you are shopping and when you are creating your style is a great habit to get into to improve your style. Okay, so number 3 is to start using a lint shaver. It took me a really long time to do this. I didn't actually realize that this existed until I started working in retail, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't realize that these exist. So you can shave off any of the kind of little balls that start coming up on your cotton and wool jumpers, and it basically refreshes them and brings them back to new. So I'm going to show you some clips of a jumper that I did this to recently, and I was about to donate or get rid of this jumper because I thought it was time to get rid of it. It had worn out. I got this lint shaver off Amazon. It's amazing, and it fixed it up in no time. So I highly recommend this. I will link the lint shaver that I got in the description below. But using this to refresh your items presents yourself in such a nicer way and will definitely improve your style. Number 5 is to get organized. So there's 2 different things I want to talk about here. The first is just general wardrobe organization. This helps massively with your style, to know what you have and to just like appreciate the clothes that you have as well. I think that's really important. I'll link a couple of my organization videos above for you guys if you want to check them out. The other organization thing kind of goes back to the first habit of like having that wish list, and it's just like generally being organized with your style. I'm sure you coming onto this video already shows that you are interested in improving your style and you want to maybe get a bit more organized with where your personal style is going. So that's a great start. But you know, if you're a bit of a nerd and you love spreadsheets like I do, then maybe create some sort of spreadsheet that might help you track all the items that you're wearing in your wardrobe, or track your wish list, or you might be able to think of something else. But just being organized in terms of your personal style will actually help you to learn more about yourself and where you want to go with your personal style. Okay, my 6th tip to improve your style is to change your shoes. Sometimes when I look at an outfit and I'm like, okay, it's just not looking great, there's something wrong with this outfit, I kind of look down to my shoes and I'm like, the shoes are the problem. Like the rest of the outfit's fine, it's just the shoes. So I like try on all these different shoes and figure out what is the best shoe. Changing up the shoe in an outfit basically changes up the whole vibe of the outfit. You know, you could wear the same thing and wear ballet flat or chunky trainer, and it completely changes the whole vibe of an outfit. So always think about your shoes and what kind of message your shoes are portraying when you put your outfit together. My 7th habit to improve your style is to plan your outfits the night before. You've probably heard this many times before, but it really does help. Like when you have a bit more time to sit and plan an outfit rather than rushing around last minute in the morning, putting something together that you're not super happy with, planning your outfits the night before can be really helpful. Number 8 kind of relates to the previous tip, and that is to create your own private Pinterest board of your outfits. So this was actually a suggestion by one of you guys, which is so great. You guys always comment the best things in the comments. I'm always learning more from you guys in the YouTube comments on my videos, which is great. I can't remember who suggested it. It was ages ago, but please let me know if it was you. But the suggestion was to create your own private Pinterest board of your own outfits. The way you could do this is when you create an outfit that you like and love, snap yourself in the mirror and pop it up on your private Pinterest board so you can always refer back to that outfit. And the other thing that you can do in this Pinterest board is pin images that you see from Pinterest that you can easily recreate that outfit from your own wardrobe and pop that in your private Pinterest board. So whenever you're feeling not creative or like in a slump with your wardrobe, like, oh, I hate my wardrobe, I've got nothing to wear, you can refer back to this private Pinterest board of your own and just kind of go through and see if there's anything that makes you feel good and that you want to wear. Number 9 is to buy less. So buying doesn't improve your style. If anything, stopping and buying for as long as possible, that is going to improve your style so much more, because you're going to stop and take the time to understand yourself more and understand what it is that you might be missing from your wardrobe truly, and understand how you want to go forward with your personal style. When you buy more to try to fix the problem of not loving your style, you often risk just complicating it more and confusing yourself more. So I would suggest, if you are in a place right now where you want to improve your style and you don't really know where to start, I'd stop buying. Maybe don't buy anything for a while and use that time to reflect on your wardrobe and try to learn more about yourself and your style and how you want to go forward. Number 10 is to commit to learning. It kind of reflects the previous tip, and also I think if you're on this video you are committed to learning already, but like learning about the cut of items, what cuts suit your body, what colors suit you, what colors you like. I'm still learning things about myself as well. I think I recently feel as though I have figured out my color palette and what I really like on my skin tone, and it took me a lot of mistakes to learn these things as well. And I think that's really important, is like when you commit to learning, be willing to make mistakes. Like it's all good, that's how we learn. I know there's a lot of colors in the past that I've worn that I look back on and have really taught me that that's not the color palette for me, and my color palette is a lot more muted. There's an undertone of black in all of the colors that I like to wear. So I've learned that about myself over time, and the only way that you will learn that about yourself is to test out and try things. And I think you're on this video already willing to learn, so this is a great place to start. All right, we're halfway through. Number 10, focus on fabrics and cuts. We've spoken a little bit about this already. We'll start with fabrics. So fabrics can bring in an element of texture to your outfits, which is really cool. When you want to create an outfit that is a little more intriguing and not just your basic everyday outfit, bringing in a different kind of texture, whether that be leather or something fluffy or something that is like mesh or slightly sheer. All these different fabrics create a different texture, and you could have an all black outfit but have different fabrics in that outfit that create different texture, and that makes it really cool. The other place you can find texture is patterns, like even like what I'm wearing today. This is just cotton, but there's a pattern to it and it kind of creates a texture and intrigue in that way. And then with cuts, focusing on cuts is a bit more complicated and harder to explain for everyone, because everyone is gonna like different cuts. Say for instance, we'll start with like a trouser. Just because something is trending, a particular cut of a trouser is trending, jumping on board to that trend is only useful for you if that cut really suits you. So go test it out by all means. I would like test out different cuts in person, go to shops and try on all the different types of jeans or trousers, and then figure out what cut suits your body type more before investing into those trends. T-shirts, a basic white t-shirt can be cut in so many different ways. We're talking like boxy, slim, crew neck, V-neck, scoop neck, short on the arms, longer on the arms, cuffed on the arms. I don't even know what this is called, but it could be cut off straight at the bottom or cut off like a circle like this at the bottom. I'm sure there's a million other ways a t-shirt can be cut. But the point is to kind of look at different cuts when you are picking something up in a shop or when you're looking online. Like, look at those little things. Start getting to know you and what your preferences are with these certain cuts. I think that's something that I personally forgot to do for years. I would just see a white t-shirt as a white t-shirt and I wouldn't really think about what I liked about it. Even like the collar, the neckline of the t-shirt is for me such an important thing to look at now, because that's such a focal point. It's so close to your face. It's like it can make or break a t-shirt for me personally. I like to look for like a nice thick collar these days, even with a little bit of a rib on it. That is just another little thing to be thinking about to improve your style. All right, so number 12 to improve your style is to find your signature jewellery. This is something that also took me a really long time to find. I had a lot of jewellery back in the day, a lot, and it was all very cheap and not good quality, and I wouldn't really wear things on a daily basis. I wouldn't really wear the same things over and over. I always felt like my jewellery had to be changing up, and I think this is the wrong kind of mindset to have in terms of jewellery. I think jewellery should be a smaller collection and should take a long time to build on, and it should be good quality stuff and stuff that you want to wear on repeat and maybe even leave on and sleep in and wear in the shower. I know you're not really meant to do that, but like, it's stuff that is such great quality and that you want to wear all the time and doesn't really tarnish and is really easy to look after. So I've created videos on jewellery in the past, a couple of my favorite jewellery brands that I've collaborated with, which I'll link above if you're interested in kind of like diving deeper into creating your own signature jewellery look. But I would just say like finding your favorite everyday pieces that you are happy to wear on repeat, that you're kind of known for wearing, like some sort of like necklace. It could be like a dainty one like this, or like more of a chain or a layered necklace, little hoops, something simple like a little sleeper or huggy like this, or like a bigger hoop, just things that are like your everyday good quality stuff. Create that, and I guess what I'm trying to say is being able to reach for that when you put on your everyday basic outfit, and just being able to add your signature jewellery look on top can just make all the difference in your style, and go from like a very basic outfit to having something that looks really put together and like you've put in a lot of effort, but you haven't really. Okay, we're up to number 13, and this is to style your hair differently. I also think that hair is kind of like shoes. Like the way that you wear your hair can really change the vibe of an outfit again. Some of us might not be able to style our hair in so many different ways because of the length of it, but you can at least try and test out different things. For me, there are certain looks that I just like love, that like slick back, low pony kind of look. It's a really nice way to kind of show elegance and then like wear like a statement earring or something like that. Then there's other times where I like something more just like messy and crazy, or I like more of a wave and a curl for certain outfits. So think about kind of how your hair might change up the look and the vibe of an outfit, because that, when you think about it, styling a look and styling an outfit, your hair is 100% included in that. Your makeup is also included in that as well. If you're feeling a little adventurous, you can change up your makeup, a darker eye, a darker lip, or a more peachy kind of blush rather than a red kind of blush in summertime can be a really nice change to brighten up your look. It's those like little things with makeup and hair that make all the difference. I would suggest thinking about them if that is where you're at with your style and you want to like amp it up a notch. Thinking about how you style your hair and makeup is also very helpful. One last thing to say about hairstyling is something that I find really handy is knowing my dirty hairstyle look. So this is like on the days where I haven't had time to clean it, but I'm going out somewhere, I want to look like a little bit presentable, and I have a couple of looks that I can get away with dirty hair. Often dry shampoo is involved, a lot of dry shampoo, and brushing it in a certain way, tying it up in a certain way, using a claw clip, things like that. Like I have my go-to dirty hairstyle look. So if you've ever thought about that before, you might want to create that to just have on hand for those days that you haven't had time to wash it. So my tip number 14 is to ask yourself why when you are decluttering an item. Say you get rid of this pink blouse. It's just like, I haven't worn that pink blouse in ages. You can donate it, take it to the charity shop, whatever, give it to a friend. But if you don't stop and ask yourself why, you risk buying things down the track that might end up being like that pink blouse, not worn again. And you wonder why you keep making the same mistakes over and over with clothes. So if you declutter something, always ask yourself, get to the bottom of it, like to be like, why did I declutter this? And then ask yourself again, why? Like, was it the color, cut, the style, your lifestyle, the fabric, the hem, the collar, the pattern? Really understand why it is that thing got decluttered from your wardrobe so that you don't make mistakes with your style in the future. A lot of things for me that get decluttered are like the wrong fabrics for me. So things that end up itching me and irritating my skin, or lifestyle things. So they just don't fit my lifestyle. Okay, so number 15 is to try on things that you usually wouldn't wear and to experiment. So maybe when when you're out shopping, if you're thrift shopping or if you're in a store, grab something that you would usually wear, like say a high-waisted blue jean, and then grab something just completely different. Try something different. I used to work in retail, and I often would work with customers in the change rooms, and they'd be like, okay, can you bring me something that will go with these jeans, or bring me something that will go with this skirt? And I'd bring them a couple of options that they kind of would usually wear, and I'd also bring them something that was just a bit out of the box for them and their style. And often I found that they were really surprised by that different piece. They didn't always like buy it, but they were surprised by it. They're like, oh wow, I would never have chosen this for myself, but I really do see how it works with these jeans, and I really do like this part about it or that part about it, and I'd be more interested in looking at more of these items in the future for me to wear. That was a generalization, but I found myself in this situation quite a lot when I worked in the change rooms with people. So I think that the advice that I'm trying to give here is have an open mind with things. If you're struggling with your style, or if you really want to improve your style or change it up and work on your personal style, experimenting and trying different things is the only way that you're gonna start to understand yourself more. So that brings me to tip number 16, and it's kind of related to this one. I saw this one on a YouTube short, and that is to try on the store mannequin. I thought this was such a genius idea. Like, you don't have to go in and buy that whole outfit, but if you're wanting some inspiration, if you're not feeling very creative, just having like a bit of a slump with your style, you could go into your favorite store, something that you really like, look at the mannequin and try on that exact outfit, like shoes, like head to toe, shoes, bag, top, trousers, try it all on and see what it looks like on you and how you feel, and try on like a couple. You're not necessarily going to love every item that's on that mannequin, but it just once again gets you to experiment and try different things on and see how they look. Okay, so my tip number 17 is to think about style elements. I've spoken about this before and referenced Alyssa Beltempo, who speaks about this all the time. And so what she does is she often likes to recreate outfits from Pinterest or images that she sees on Instagram, but she doesn't copy that outfit head to toe. She looks at the style elements rather than those exact pieces that the other person is wearing. She might look at the overall vibe of an outfit and be like, okay, this is elegant, and that's why I like it. She doesn't necessarily look at an outfit and say, I like that because I like every single piece she's wearing. She might look at an outfit and then think about the elements of style that she sees and the vibe that she sees in that outfit, and then tries to understand why she likes that outfit, to recreate it with the things that she already owns in her wardrobe, or to recreate it to match her own personal style. I will try to link a video in the description below that explains this in a better way or goes into a bit more detail about this, because I think it is really handy to start thinking about these things to help improve your style. So number 18 is something that I spoke about in a previous video recently, and that is to store out of season items. This kind of comes back to the tip of organization that we spoke about earlier. When you store your items that are out of season, I have found that it helps me with organization. It also helps me appreciate the wardrobe that I have, the items that I have, and helps me to know exactly what I have every season. It kind of forces me to do a wardrobe audit and a little wardrobe clean out every change of season, and it helps me to keep on top of things rather than going every year or every 2 years, oh my god, things have got really chaotic and now I need to sort it out. And it kind of helps you maintain your wardrobe and maintain your style. And when you flip your wardrobe over during the new season, you pull out all your new seasonal items, you can kind of look at things with a different eye, and you know whether that's something you're going to wear going forward or whether that's something that has to move on from your life, and you'll be able to recognize the areas that maybe need addressing and the things that might need to be added to your new season wardrobe. All right, so number 19 is to challenge yourself and commit to a no buy or no spend month. This kind of goes back to a tip I said earlier about understand your style, but this one is to actually implement something, set yourself up a challenge and actually do it. Commit to a no buy for a month. I have recently finished a month's no buy, and I haven't spoken about it yet on my channel because I just haven't had time, but I will eventually get to it. I learned so much by doing that no buy, and I couldn't believe how many times I was tempted to go buy something spontaneously and how many times I had to put those items on my wish list instead. And then I went back and I looked at my wish list and I thought those were going to be the wrong purchase for me. The no buy really helped me to stop those impulse purchases. It taught me a few little things about what I actually really needed and what was actually really missing from my wardrobe. If you are truly interested in improving your style, I would definitely recommend committing to a no buy for just a month. It's not really that hard. It can really teach you a lot of things. So we're on to number 20 now, which is my favorite tip, and it might shock you a little bit to hear this coming out of my mouth. The tip is to stop listening to style influencers. I guess I'm technically a style influencer, so I'm kind of saying stop listening to me, which defeats the whole purpose of this video, but stick with me. So what I'm trying to say here is when you are listening to people like me, when you're listening to other style influencers, just remember at the end of the day, style is so subjective. Personal style is really, truly different for everyone. We all have different preferences. We all look at an outfit and see it in a completely different way. It's like art. I can appreciate this beautiful painting and you might find it really ugly and not understand it at all. That's what style is too. Some people who have great style and great personal style, I can look at them and go, wow, yeah, like they're confident, they have great personal style, but I know in myself that I would never wear that. I don't want you to like listen to everything that I say and go, I have to do every single thing that she says and I have to cuff my jeans like that. I have to tuck in my top like that. I have to wear my shirt like that. No, these are just suggestions. Like these are things that, once again, I think that you should experiment with and try and then really stop and ask yourself if that's something that you like. And I think it can be really, really hard when you start trying to learn more about yourself and your style and you kind of dive deep into educating yourself about fashion and finding people to be inspired by and stuff. It can be really hard to not just like try to copy exactly what they're doing, and that defeats the whole purpose of personal style, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Be careful with what you listen to when style influencers say a certain thing. Take it as advice and take it with a grain of salt, and then decide whether that is something that you actually want to implement and take on board, or if that's just something that's not quite for you and not quite for your style. I really hope that makes sense. I'm not saying to not follow me anymore because that would be really sad. I want you here. But I just try to figure it out for yourself and be inspired by other style influencers. So those are my 20 habits to implement today to improve your style. This was just jam-packed. My throat is sore, I need some water. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more style tips, I'm going to pop my playlist up here. If you don't follow me on Pinterest and my blog, I highly recommend going over there to check them out. I'll link them in the description too. Thank you so much for watching. Like, I'm so grateful. If you want to support me more, you can just like this video. It helps more than you know, and I appreciate you watching right to the very end. You are seriously the best. I hope you have a good day. Don't forget to spread kindness this week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.